Let's dim that down just a little bit. I'm going to wait for everybody to get in here. Obviously, I'm doing a live stream instead of a video. You didn't get a video today. Let me pop out the chat.
Adoptez le cercle
hang on
moelleux
a
et
second.
croustillant.
Okay, restore chat. Pop out chat. And when we get enough people in, I'll tell everyone to say hi. How's it going, everyone? While I'm waiting, now that I think about it, I'm trying to look around my phone, folks, if you see me contorting here. All right, just give me a second here. I am going to put... All right, hang on a second. I have to go all the way back to the Seeds of Hope video. I am going to...
Hey, friends. It's Mrs. Wolfie from Our Half Acre Homestead and the announcement you've all...
Okay, so in the chat here, I'm going to... there we go. Here is the Seeds of Hope link. Now, I had somebody email me today and say, can I still get in it? And I had to actually send it to Alice, who's doing the US. And I forgot to turn my stars on over there. It's not complete without the stars. There we go. So, there's the link. If you want to be in the Seeds of Hope 2024 greeting card seed exchange, you need to go to that link. Tomorrow is the last day. Okay? Anybody comes in November 1st saying, I want to be in the seed exchange, not going to happen. Okay? This was a problem I ran into a lot. Even though Alice Silva and I are splitting it, I'm doing Canadian, she's doing American. Right? It's still a lot of organization. And on November 1st, once we start compiling our lists, we can't add people to them. So if you want to be in the 2024 greeting card exchange, go to the link that I've posted above in the chat. And get it into you, because tomorrow is the last day. After tomorrow, nobody else will be added. Okay, so there's that. Oh my goodness. The response to, do you want to put a star in my quilt? Holy smokes, I had like 24 people. So that's like a minimum of 24 stars, right? Bev, got a question. When I send your package, will you have to pay duty tax on your end? I don't know, honey. Is it in an envelope? Is it a parcel? I don't know. I honestly don't know. So there's that. What else did I want to tell you? Oh yeah, tomorrow's Halloween. Remember, if you're out and about in your vehicle, there may be little people dressed in dark things wandering to and fro across streets and stuff. Please be careful. We haven't even got a pumpkin. This year. It just kind of took me by surprise. Now, I still have some canning to do. We still have 2 weeks of deer hunting, but it's not until it doesn't start until late next week. Hi, honey. Oh, that's what I remember. Sorry, I got a spider bite on my boob, and it's driving me. I think it's a spider bite, but I've got to go and put some alcohol on it because it's driving me crazy. I had to put a little bit of alcohol on it. It's right where my bra meets the boob, and it's itchy. I'm a terrible mother. I sent the picture, just the skin. You couldn't see my boob, but I sent the picture because last night it was swollen, and it was next to a mole. So I sent it to Briar going, what do you think it is? I'm such a mean mom. Uh-oh, somebody's here for her hellos while we wait for more folks to come in. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh. Oh. There we go. Let's get that snotties out of there, eh? Just you being a baby? Yeah, you're going to smell alcohol, eh? You don't care. You just want your ears rubbed. Get my thumbs right in there. And I put the pads in here like this. In both, and then I massage. She just loves it. Okay. Okay. Happy guy, where are you? He's texting me. Okay, say hi. Hey, Mona Lisa, smile. There it is. Oh, baby. Okay. All right, go on and lay down. Excuse me while I turn off my... Now, give me a second here, folks. Because, obviously, I'm... Give me a second, because somebody's like, where? How? What? So, I'm going to share this with them. There he is. There you go. There you go, Jack. Okay. Now, I'm going to turn off my notifications. Hang on a second. Okay. No, I didn't do it. Okay. Come on, you. There we go. There we go. How's everybody doing today? Now I got to restore the chat. And pop it out. So, yeah, tomorrow's Halloween. It's so hard to believe. And I'm being interviewed on a video tonight. Now, here's the deal. I have no idea what this is about, but apparently it's an interview because I'm not, some people think I'm a witch, but I'm not. I'm not. I am me. But I do claim to be a crone. And what a crone is someone who's like a wise woman in my stage of life, who has reached a plateau, not a plateau because that means you're quitting, but I mean, I've reached a point in my life where I've always wanted to be. It's only taken me 60 years to do it. I'm more calm. I'm less reactive. I don't have rages like I used to. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I guess, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see. If I've asked them to send me a link because it's at 7 p.m. tonight. I'm not sure if that's my 7 p.m. or theirs, but it's at 7 p.m. tonight, and there's a bunch of us, I guess, apparently. So I don't know if it's public or not, but I asked her, is there some kind of link I can share, right? So we'll see. We're at 53 people, excuse me. We're almost there for me to tell everyone to say hi, but not just yet, because it always does take a few people a few minutes to get in. It was real funny. I had a visit with Bubba yesterday on the phone, and oh my God, that kid's got a constantly snotty nose. But he was eating pizza, and it's more mayo, Daddy. For some reason, he's got this thing about mayo, and he's used to eating pizza with dip at his mom's house. So how Arthur kept just having to give him a little squirt. He said, "Thank God it was a squirt bottle on his." Oh, I missed that. Where did my other piece go? On his pizza, so he could have a little, more mayo, Daddy. I don't even know if he's going out for Halloween. What's really odd is last year they had no Christmas tree at all that I'm aware of. And I have asked Arthur if he can maybe find a way of coming up the Saturday before Christmas. When is that? Oh, I don't have a calendar on me. Hang on a second. Oh, I got to plug this phone in so that it'll be ready for Thrashing Thursday Halloween edition tomorrow night. If you are a patron, please remember tomorrow night is the Halloween edition of Freaky Friday. Okay, now let me look here. I think I have a calendar on this phone. Yes, I do. Okay, November, December. Okay, Christmas is on Christmas is on a Wednesday. So it would be really nice if he could come up the Saturday before. It just happens to be the day after his birthday as well. So I'm asking Arthur, see if you can get a vehicle, bring Bubba up so that we can have it, because the house that he's in is not done. And it's only partially furnished, and I don't know what's going on at Mel's mom's house. So I want him to come up and do the whole Christmas thing, right? And birthday thing. So the 21st is actually Yule, and it's the winter solstice. And I'd really love him to come up so that we could do some Christmas stuff and birthday stuff together, right? So had a root canal yesterday. It's hurting a bit today. Oh, baby, you poor thing. All right, now, everybody. Well, I think we're at the limit of where we are. Everybody coming in, you have less than a minute for everyone to say hello. Everybody say hi, so I can. Yeah, I've leveled off. Yes, but I don't like to think of a plateau because to me it means you've reached the top, and we never stop growing. If we stop growing, we die, right? Oh, you're so cute, Lena. So everybody come in and say hi. And if you haven't noticed, I've taken some time off because this is my rest period now between Halloween and Christmas. Okay, I need a bit of time. So that's why. Oh, and let me put that. Seashell Honey, can you put the link in for the fabric video in case people haven't seen it? This is a chance for everybody to get a chance to be in my star quilt without actually making the star yourself, right? Joanne Nelson, drive the YouTube streets with your doors open and you'll never miss us again. I don't understand that. What right spelling? What right spelling? Thank you, Seashell. Thank you. Now, there is no time limit on the fabric, but know this. Over the next, starting in November at some point, and all the way through the winter, I'm going to be doing those. I'm going to be doing live streams. And I'm going to be, picking a fabric from the stash that you guys sent me. So whenever you send me a piece of fabric, I'm going to pin your name to it. So that when I do a live stream and I pick a fabric, I'm going to say, okay, we're going to make a star from so-and-so's fabric. Now, I won't put your last name, okay? But it's going to be fun. Okay, now, let's pop out the participants list. And say hello to Seashell. Aloha, darling. Carolyn Benjamin. Hello. Dana Baker, Dima Beth. Abby Iggy. It's been a few days. Hello, Freaky Geek. You make my life a happy, freaky place. Jill V. Hi, darling. Joanne Nelson. Just a mom. We be jamming. Candy. What's Kathy pondering today? Leanne Bishop, Lena K, Michelle Jones, Sherry Leach, Stacy Robbins, Sybil V, also known as Lori, And did I get everybody? Sherry Leach, Tina Elliott. There we go. So, the quilting blocks I have seen seem to be small. They're about this big. Okay, so I was sure I had one here. Yes, I do. And it's got tea all over it because I've been setting my teacup on it, so I'll show you. These are the sizes of the centers. Okay, I cut them out this size. That is, you see this little ball? Look. And then I sew these lines. And I don't draw the sewing lines on. I do them by eyeball. Okay? So, the best size piece of fabric is 12 inches by 12 inches. You could do a fat quarter, 18 by 22 if you want. But 12 by 12 will get me 1 star and extra if I make a mistake in cutting. That does happen. That does happen. Hey, Darren. Debenham. Is it Debenham or Debenham? Hi, Edie. How are you, darling? Not quite 4 inches square. Well, let me go get it. Let me go get one. Oh. I need somebody to hear. Somebody to have, somebody to hold. Okay. Now the reason, and you can send solid colors, okay? You can send solid colors. Not everyone is going to be a pattern, okay? But see, they're this big. They're this big. And I can actually get away with a maybe 10 by 10 piece of fabric. Or somebody mentioned that they only had small pieces. Let me measure this. Because they said it's a little over 3 inches. Oh, I've got the wrong. Okay, hang on here. Okay. So the length of one of these the size of one of these star pieces is under, the length of this is under 3 inches. And it's only like 1.5 inches wide. So if you've only got small squares, you need to send me at least 6 of them, like 6 squares of fabric. If you only got small ones, 6 squares, at least 3 inches by 3 inches each. Okay? But that does not leave me room if I make a mistake. Oh, wonderful, Nina. Hi, darling. That was probably you, Freaky Geek. Probably you. So I just took chicken out of the canner, cooking hamburger to go in next, and waiting for my veggie to be delivered. There you go. Good job. I have a ton of tomatoes in the freezer, probably close to a bushel. And I'm going to be, at some point, maybe this coming weekend, I'm taking some time off right now. And I'm going to be doing a lot of live streams, either here or on Life with the Wolfies. But the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to peel all those tomatoes, get them stewing down, and then add the zucchini in my freezer. I'll be adding the zucchini to it in my freezer, from my freezer into it, and then I'll cook it down more and puree it so it's a 2-vegetable tomato sauce kind of thing. Hey, Heather, how are you, darling? I'm making spaghetti for supper. I said to Howie, you want Westerns or spaghetti? Because I'm not cooking today. And I said, but you might not want spaghetti because we had it on the weekend. And he goes, I don't care. I can't remember eating it on the weekend. So there you go. Oh, yeah, here's the thing too. Hey, Nina Beverly, not doing well at all. Have only been out of bed to go bathroom for the last 6 weeks. My grandson turned 5 on September 30th. Please continue your prayers. I think of you often. What's going on, honey? What's going on with your health? You know, please tell us. So, or unless you don't feel comfortable telling us, and that's okay too, right? So Howie was on the way to work yesterday. Loved how does it. Red, green quality. Yeah, well, that's my son. Or my husband, right? See, the duct tape is me. Well, he uses duct tape, but this is me. I'm pissed off because I can't find my hammer. I'm pissed off because I have like 4 pairs of needle nose pliers and I can't fix them. Or I can't find them. And loved how does it. Yeah. Oh God, feeling better? He was feeling crappy for 1 day. And he went to work. And he's like, if he's feeling ill, unless he's feeling really ill, he doesn't say anything. Nina. Oh, honey. Are you doing chemo? We're sending prayers to you, sweetheart. I got to turn my fan on. It's unusually warm in here today. Oh, darling. Kidney cancer, and it has spread to my lungs. Are you fighting it? Are you getting chemo? Are you getting treatment? Or, you know, we're sending prayers to you. God, please lift up Nina Beverly. We lift up Nina Beverly to you. She's going through a hard struggle, God. So are a lot of people. So I'm going to take this opportunity to lift up all our friends and family and even strangers out there who are battling terminal illness, who are battling devastating illness, who are battling financial issues, depression, and all of these things. God, please, we lift them up to you for the healing light of your love to pour down upon them. And if it is your will to heal them, God, it is your will. And if it is your will to call them home, it is your will. But know that we offer them up to your love, God, because only you know what comes next. Please look after them for us. Amen. Yeah, so Howie was going to work yesterday, and there's a great big incline to get onto the main highway, the 5, right? It ends in Wakefield. And he just saw this great, now at this time of year, raccoons are huge. They're so full and they're so fattened up, ready, because they don't really hibernate, but they kind of hibernate. They slow down and stuff like that. I'm not too knowing about raccoons, except that they're a pain in the ass and they live in the woods. So anyway, I guess he was going up the hill and he saw this great big, and at this time of year in the morning, it's cold. So they're slow and they're stupid, right? So, hi, Terry. Hey, Heather. Okay, Candy. They removed 1 kidney and yes, chemo now, and we will see how the lung looks in January. Well, you please keep us updated, okay? Hi, happy guy. Did you finally made it, Jack? I'm not sure what you were confused about, sweetheart. Clicked off the live stream by mistake. Ah, okay. Well, welcome aboard, Jack. Give my love to your mom, Rochelle. So anyway, he's on his way up this hill, and he said he's doing a fair clip, right? And this raccoon shoots out in front of him, and he goes, "Woo! I just missed that." It had a partner. And he drives a Hyundai Accent. And it is maybe written off. Because this car, we bought it brand new in 2017 or 2018. And we bought the replacement cost warranty. I can't find it. I'm hoping that it's here somewhere, but I'm hoping that the dealership we bought the car from will have it in the paperwork. But anyway, he came home. So he told me that wasn't this morning. This was yesterday morning. And he came home, and he drove to I think it was Rockland to get snow tires and all this stuff. We're getting ready for winter in earnest, right? So apparently he phoned me today, and apparently it may be a write-off, because when he hit, his whole fender crumpled and it went under and all this weird stuff. I don't know exactly what's going. Kyla! Hey, EJ. Kyla, darling, how are you? You're still in Alberta, right? How's Alberta, baby? Okay. Kyla, I'm going to put an email address up here. Email me your mailing address, Kyla, and put in the subject line, Aunt Bev, mailing address, okay? Hi, Corey, how's the cruise going? Because Kyla, I want to put you on my Christmas card. Well, wait a second. Let me just check and see if I actually have your address, because Howie found my address book, God love him. Let me just see if I have you under S. I have Nessie and I have Jesse, but I don't have you, Kyla, okay? So please email me your mailing address. Hey, Chris Orr. It's not Halloween till tomorrow, baby. And if you're a patron, we're going to have a Thrash and Spooky Thursday. This is it. This is it. We're gonna listen to some, spooky music, I guess. And you're having a wonderful time. Awesome. Well, please send me. Thank you, Kyla. Thank you. How are things out in Alberta? Because you know what? Howie and I are talking of moving. If Trudeau gets back in, or if things don't change, we were thinking of leaving the country. But I think that if we didn't want to leave the country, the best place would be Alberta. Right? So don't be surprised. But there is the fact that I have a grandchild here 2 hours away in Ontario, and I can't. 2 days this week, Corey, you're pushing it. Are you going to even be home, Corey, for Thursday and Friday? I don't know if I'm doing Friday or not, because I don't know. We'll see. It is the mash. It is the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. Yes, it's Halloween tomorrow. Hey, Annette. Hey, Annette. So if you aren't a patron, somebody put a link up there. If you aren't a patron, here's the deal. I'm going to tell you. For $5 US a month. Now, I'm not asking anybody to buy or subscribe to anything if they can't afford it. That's just stupid. Okay? But $5 a month US or $7.50 Canadian, if you buy a membership on Patreon, you get 2 live streams a week on Monday and Wednesday. Sometimes they're deleted. Because we get into really personal topics, or we get into topics that YouTube will take the video down if I don't. And I don't want to risk that. But more often than not, the Monday and Wednesday, today's Tuesday, right? Today Wednesday? Oh my God. It is. It's Wednesday. So I've got a live stream with my patrons at 4 o'clock. So if you're not a patron, what it is we have private, unlisted live streams. Anybody who's a patron, if they share the unlisted live stream with anybody else without permission, they automatically get dumped from the Patreon list. Okay? This is for patrons only. and anybody I choose to invite at the time. So Mondays and Wednesdays, we have some deep-hearted discussions, or we talk about life, right? But on Fridays, the disco lights come on, and we listen to music, and we talk, and we just shed any negativity from the week. And for about an hour and a half, we have fun until we get caught by the black banner of copyright death. You know what I mean? The more parties, the better. We'll see. Leaving the babe would be tough. My aunt did that, and then she left for a year and ended up moving back to Calgary to be close to them again. Well, we're not even thinking of anything. But I'll tell you something. I had, on one of my Rumble videos, we were talking about, what's going on in Canada, and someone, it was on Facebook, and someone said, because I subscribe to a channel on Facebook called We the Fringe, right? Hey, Karen. We'll see, Corey. Don't you push your luck with me. I don't know how I'm going to feel. And that's a fibromyalgia thing. We can only, half the time you get live streams without notice, because that's how I'm feeling that day that I can do it, like today, right? Hey, Patricia, how are you, darling? So, no, I completely forgot. What was I talking about? Oh, right. So I was in this Facebook post on this Facebook page called We the Fringe, and somebody came in and said, whining and moaning about your country isn't doing anything. Like whining and moaning about the situation of your country, on Facebook isn't doing anything. And then he puts all these posts in about people who've left Canada and moved to Costa Rica and how much cheaper it is and la, 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 la. And I said, neither's leaving the country, pal. Leaving the country is not a solution. We're not bitching and moaning on Facebook. I marched against Monsanto. I marched more than once to legalize marijuana. I marched for medical autonomy, and my husband and I did all of these, and we greeted the convoy as it pulled in to Ontario. So don't tell me or anybody in here that the solution, don't come in here and say, bitching and moaning on Facebook doesn't do any good. Move to Costa Rica. And I'm like, that's not an answer. That's a last ditch answer. That really, really is. Right? I said, so we know what side of the fence you fall on. You obviously don't love your country, period. I love my country, and I will do anything I can to keep my country, not even keep it, to put it back where it belongs, where people, their voices are heard, where Parliament can't have each other's backs to pass all the shit they want to do without asking the people first. 75% of Canadians do not want the government that's in there, but it's still in there. So, or he's a realtor in Costa Rica, right? So I have a very good friend that was just diagnosed with fibromyalgia as well, a couple of other issues. How can I actually help her? I'm already praying for her, but I don't know what I can do tangible. Well, Dana, here's the thing. You can be patient. Because people who suffer fibromyalgia, and if you notice, I haven't had a really bad fibromyalgia flare in a long time. Do you know why they touch wood, by the way? Do you know where touch wood comes from? Anyway, remind me. All you can do is be patient. See, I had a few years ago, I had a discussion on Messenger with some friends who were like family. And I said, look, I sing happy birthday to everybody. Nobody sings happy birthday to me except my sister. Right? And can we do this call again tomorrow? And can you sing happy birthday to me? Well, they made up their mind. They were going to come and visit me the next day on my birthday. And I said, I there's no guarantee. I said, because you, my people, need to know that I can't decide from one day to the next if I'm going to be able to have people come in my house and sit down for a cup of tea. I may not be functional enough for that to happen. And I need you folks to understand that when I make plans, God laughs, but when I make plans, I can't always, like if I make a set a date, I can't always show up because I don't know how I'm going to do that day. So I didn't sleep the whole night before, and they were like, oh, we're going to come and we're going to have a cup of tea. I said, fine. Okay. But then at 7:30 the next morning, I hadn't slept all night. I was in a mad fibro flare, and I had to do a live stream because I had been promising one for 3 days and I couldn't show up. Well, one person who wasn't even in the original phone call got upset with me, and they had a birthday party for me without me. And I said, well, that's nice. I'm glad, but then they went on to poke and prod me. Like, isn't that nice? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, wait a minute. You are supposed to be the people that I can rely on to be patient and understand when at the last minute I cancel. My family all knows it, right? I hate not to be able to make plans. Exactly. So what you can do that is tangible is you can show up for them now and again. Just call them, check on them, pop in if they live nearby, but never, ever, ever have expectations on them showing up because they may not be able to. For instance, my nephew was getting married in January 2020, and we all went and we were going to the wedding. And the day before the wedding, or a couple of days before the wedding, we had rented an Airbnb with Arthur and Mel and Briar. We took Gracie with us. We rented an Airbnb in Toronto and the whole 9 yards. And it was all set up. And 2 days before the wedding, I phoned my nephew. And I said, listen, honey, I'm really sorry to say this. And he went, please, Aunt Bev, please tell me you're going to make it to the wedding. And I said, of course I am. If I have to show up in a wheelchair, I'll be there. No, what I'm sorry about is that your quilt isn't going to be finished in time as a wedding gift. And he went, oh, no worries. No worries. I just thought you weren't going to make it. And of course I made it. But that's the thing. My own family knows that I can't always show up. Plans can be canceled at the last minute. Now, having said that, I'm going to go see Bubba on Saturday. We're picking up Briar because he's back at work, but he used to work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And right now he's on off shifts. So he's not working on Saturday. So we're going to pick him up in Gatineau, and then we're going to drive down. Howie and I and Briar, we're not taking Gracie. She is going to be fine. The trip is not going to be longer than 8 hours. And trust me, sometimes we go to bed at 8:30, 9 o'clock, and we don't get out of bed until 9 or 10 to go pee. So she's going to be okay, right? But we'll leave lights on. We'll have a TV on for her. There'll be sound so she doesn't feel alone. But because we can't take her, A, it would be too much for this one visit. And B, we're picking up Briar and Gatineau. We're going to Kingston. We're having our visit. And then we're stopping at Costco shopping on the way home. So I need room in the truck, right? Now, today is Wednesday. I'm saying it now because I'm pretty sure we're going to be okay to go on Saturday. Hey, Cheryl Brooks, how's it going? That's it exactly. There are days when you have to give yourself or your friends grace and understanding. Absolutely. And that's why you guys did not get a video today. You didn't get a video because I couldn't do one. Oh, God. I got bit by something. And it's itchy. I'm going to go take a Benadryl. I'll be right back. I'm just going to take one. Oh! 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 Hello, little ghosty. McBiter. Uh-oh. I made the mommy voice. Now, I'm sorry you won't be, as usual, you won't be getting any pictures of my sons or my grandson. They do not want their images to be shared anywhere. There is Freaky Geek, but it's not a cornstarch. Cornstarch is for absorption. This is like a bite. I don't know if this is going to get cut off or not. I can't show you. It's about that big and it's red. But it's last night it was like almost like a blister bump with red in the center, and now it is. So it's I think I got bit by a spider. No, Karen. And that's all I'm going to say on the matter. Okay, sweetheart. Not cornstarch. I put some alcohol on it, and I'll do a little bit of alcohol and apple cider vinegar. I don't know if I have any apple cider. I don't have any peroxide, but I have alcohol. So I'm going to do some alcohol and baking soda after I get off here. Oh, God, I got to shave. Yeah, I'm going to have to shave. I'm so sorry. End of it. Thank you. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good at all. And that's all I can say on the matter. But we'll manage. We'll all manage, right? Because, they have us. I don't know what good I'm going to do. I don't have any money. I wish I did. But, it'll get there. It will happen as it happens, right? Everybody, excuse me, I got to blow my nose. Things are going to happen as they're designed to happen, right? Spider's got, hey, it's got to be Kadeen. How's it going? Hi, Annette Rose. Well, of course I protect their privacy. It was before my grandson, even before my grandson became a glimmer of hope for us, they were always like, one day I put a family photo of us on the banner in Facebook, and my daughter-in-law said, could you please take that down? Because, we love you, but it's not, we don't want to be a part of that, like Facebook and stuff. I said, oh, okay. Right? So you're the best. You don't need money. Exactly. Right? But but this could get expensive. That's all I'm saying. And I want to help, but there's nothing I can do until February. Absolutely nothing. And I may not be able to do anything in February till then. I haven't checked, honey. I haven't checked because I'm streaming with my phone and I'm watching the stream chat on my laptop or on my desktop. So, happy Wednesday. I'm a proud grandma of a new grandbaby, healthy baby girl, 8 pounds, 1 ounce. I'm so happy for you. If nothing else, I have a grandchild, and one way or another, I'm going to be as much a part of that baby's life as I possibly can. We are. Like when he phoned the other day, when they phoned, how he was late getting home. This was last night because he had to go to Rockland to buy snow tires. And of course he was driving a car that's the whole front end was falling apart. So when he drove it into work today, he said, fingers crossed, eh? And that he can get the car into work, and he's getting it. I don't know if it's going to be written off or repaired. But anyway, Howie wasn't home when they called. And Bubba's like, hi, Granny. Big old booger hanging out of his nose, eating pizza. I said, Arthur, get that booger there. So he doesn't end up on his pizza. Oh, that's so exciting. But so he's like, Granddad. And I said, Granddad's not here. Granddad's late home from work. And he's like, hi, Granny. Hi, Granny. So I said, I didn't want to say anything too much because, again, you never know if things are going to work out the way you want them to. So I didn't want to say, we're coming to visit you on Saturday, because he's not even 2. He doesn't have any concept of time. If Granny and Granddad are coming to visit, he wants it now. You know what I mean? He's not quite 2, but he's really intelligent. And I guess he dropped a piece of his little piece on the floor. And Arthur picked it up, and Edward looked right at him and said, that's disgusting. He's so verbal. So anyway, I said, well, maybe sometime soon Granny and Granddad can come and visit. And he went, Granddad, visit. I don't know what it is. It might be the beard. It might be the white hair. I have no idea. Or maybe it's because he got to pretend he was driving the motorhome, sitting up in that front. I got 3 pictures of him. One is, and they're all from behind, is the chair is, the seats turned sideways, and he's sitting with his hands on the steering wheel of the motorhome, like the wheels on the, well, I was singing the wheels on the bus, because he doesn't call it a motorhome. It's Granddad's bus, right? Granddad's got a bus, right? Hi, Nikita. And every day was Sunday. Exactly. So I got a picture of him from behind, sitting, holding on to that big old steering wheel. It looks like it's this big on him. And then I went, are you driving the bus? You driving Granddad's bus? And he turned around, looked over his shoulder with a big grin. And I snapped a picture. And then he knew I was taking a picture. So he kind of folded himself in half and laid down on the seat and smiled at me sideways. And I want to get that blown up into 3 panels to hang on the wall, because it was just that moment of pure childhood glee. He's sitting in the driver's seat of the bus, and his little imagination was the wheels on the bus. You know, he's so cool. Granddad, visit. So I had to change the subject in case he thought we were coming like today. So my niece used to always say it was coming on Sunday. Every day was Sunday. That's what I mean, right? So you have to be careful not to create expectations and then have them disappointed. So I said, we'll see. Maybe soon, right? So I don't care if he's, I don't care if he's got a cold or anything like that. He's feeling better. Apparently he's over his pneumonia that he got from daycare, apparently. He got sick from daycare, and it turned into a pneumonia. And it wasn't until he was at daycare and they all went outside, and he sat down at a little table and chair and fell asleep outside. That's when they knew something was really wrong. And he got pneumonia, but he's much better. He's been on antibiotics, but I mean, he's got a constantly runny nose. Now that could be his 2-year-old molars coming in. We don't know, right? But, oh yeah, they bounce back quick. I showed up the 4-year-old black yard dressed in a blow-up huge chicken costume with Tim Hortons Timbits. She laughed her tiny butt off. I'm a crazy grandma like that. I'd probably terrify him if I did that, right? I actually think he thinks my ears are real because I rarely go without them. But then when as a baby, he was always pulling my glasses and my ears off, so. Well, it's, it is what it is. It is cold and flu season, right? And you got to be on top of these things. But I'm pretty sure if they were that sick, I wouldn't have sent them to daycare. That's just me. But, I don't know. When my kids were sick, they stayed home. That's it. Had walking pneumonia years ago when she finally tried to get some rest for it. Put her down for nearly 3 weeks. Yeah. I thought your ears were real too. No, Valentina. And they change colors. I can't find my red ones. I'm going to have to find them before Christmas. Just a great mental picture of that. Oh yeah, that would be a riot. Right? So, I mean, when we would visit when he was last year, right? He has, oh my God, Arthur got him this little wooden chest at a yard sale, and it was full of toy animals. There was tigers. Now, this is going back. There were tigers and stuff from, was it Skeletor or it was one of those cartoons that ended up being a whole, you could buy all the figures and the dinosaurs and stuff and tigers. And there's dinosaurs and tigers and lions and bears, oh my, and chickens. But anyway, before that, he had a little package of little miniature farm animals. And he'd get the greatest kick of pulling one out and going. And I'd go, "Arr, arr, arr." And he'd pull up a chicken and I'd go, "Buck, buck, 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 buck." And a goose, "Onk, onk." And so he got the biggest kick that Granny knew all of the animal noises. When Bryce was really young, he had pneumonia, a chest infection, and bronchitis with all within a couple of weeks. It's scary and so awful, especially when they're so little. Absolutely. But his favorite one is the elephant. The elephant. Watch. He thought that was amazing. He thought that was amazing, right? So, but I have to go out on Friday and get some coloring books and crayons and color pencils and stuff, because when we were a couple of, last week when we were out doing a FaceTime, you know, he was at Dad's and he's sitting at a stool with a little other stool as a table, and he's got a great big carpenter pencil and an assembly booklet for cabinets, and he's drawing. He's looking at me through the sides of his eye like, look at me, Granny, I'm drawing a picture, right? So guess what? You know, Granny's got to show up with some coloring books and crayons and a sketch pad and some pencils. So yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna take him some presents, because I don't even think they had a Christmas tree last year. They didn't, and they didn't come up here for Christmas. We went down there, before Christmas. So I'm hoping against hope that Arthur can bring him up the Saturday before Christmas on winter solstice, and just spend the day opening presents and eating goodies and stuff. Superstores in our area have all the school supply in bins for 24 cents each. I'm just going to go to Giant Tiger. I'll just go to Giant Tiger, because by the time I go all the way to the superstore and back, it's gone. But I want to get him a little gift bag and put some stuff in it for him to be creative, because I'd almost forgotten that my son Arthur's an artist. And that's something he has put aside for years. And he's a great artist, right? He's also a poet. He's also a writer. But these are things that have been put aside for a long time, right? So I'm thinking I might get him some art supplies or a gift certificate from a local art supply store for Arthur for Christmas. So we'll see. I don't know if he can use Play-Doh, but I could make him some, couldn't I? Isn't there like a salt dough you can make? And I have little jars. Am I artistic? Oh my God, I used to be. I remember putting in 3 pieces of art in the, actually 4 pieces of art in the fair one year. And I took first and second on all of them. Only one got second. So she's not artistic, she's magic. I'm artistic look at my office. Does that not tell you something about my creativity bent? Right? Absolutely. Homemade Play-Doh is the best. I can send you a recipe. Yes, please, Tina. Yes, please. Send me a visit, because I'm pretty sure it's just salt and flour and water in a dough with some other ingredient. And then food. I don't know if I got any food coloring. Maybe I'll make him Play-Doh for Christmas. We'll see. I've only entered canning and bread. Well, back then I wasn't a canner, right? I was in high school. And some of these pictures, one picture I did with charcoal was an otter standing on its hind legs. I just looked at a book and I drew it in charcoal, and that took first prize. And I did it the night before the fair, but the night before it was supposed to be entered. So for clues about the background. What do you mean clues about the background? I was scrolling the chat for clues about the background. Oh, well, it's, you know, it's only from this part of the room back, right? I got my desk here, my printer, filing cabinets. I got plants hanging up there. And you know, that's, but here's the thing is my husband has always supported my creativity. Always. Only once did he mention, well, maybe we could move your office into your bedroom. You got so much room now. And I said, what would we do with this? And he said, well, we'd turn it into a bedroom. I said, for who? Who visits and stays overnight very often, right? And we've got a king-size bed in the back bedroom, a full living room downstairs, and another bedroom that Howie sleeps in. I got 2 beds in my room right now for Christmas because I might as well leave them there till Christmas, right? But I don't want to be, I said, for starters, Howie, I said, all of these blinking lights from all the electronics would keep me awake. And it's bad enough I have the modem right there. I don't want it in my bedroom at night. Oh, my weaving loom. You know that's still down the basement? There's going to come a time I'm going to be getting rid of the dressers in my room. They're going to be burnt. So's my piano. Why? Because of mouse urine. And they follow the smell. And no matter what you do, you can't get it out of wood. You can bleach it. It won't get the smell out. Nan is coming for Christmas with Aunt Karen, as far as I know. And Briar is coming. So I doubt very much I could get Arthur to bring Bubba up for Christmas, but I'm hoping he'll come up on the solstice and we can have a little solstice Christmas celebration. It is so hot in here. Hui. So as far as I know, hey Joe Mama, hey Journey. Well, listen, folks, I have to set up for my Patreon live, my patrons live, and I'm sweating. My patrons live, and I've got a kind of an interview thing on somebody's website at 7 o'clock. So I'm going to be busy. That's why you didn't get a video today. And I am, again, oh, now I'm getting so sweaty, I'm itchy. Hey, Phoebe. I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Hi, Buddy. Did you bite me?
Sorry that took so long. Usually when I have a tinkle, it goes real quick. But I forgot before I started the live stream. I put cleaner in my toilet bowl and all that stuff. So, of course, I had to, before I could tinkle, I had to clean it. So my toilet's clean. Have to find the holes they're coming in. Oh, good luck, Phoebe. Good luck. This house stood empty for almost 2 years before we bought it. And I had a weasel in my house. I hope he comes back. He or she. comes back this winter, because they kept the mice down all winter. I may have to get a cat. I haven't figured out how I'm going to do that yet. Hey, Missy. I'm home early today. Matt is doing very well, praise God. Absolutely. Hey, Black Rock. Okay, folks, we're going to say goodbye now. We have lifted our friends and everybody up in prayer earlier. And I have to say goodbye now because I have to set up for my patrons live stream. Okay? Oh, honey. Mice here. Yeah, I live in the woods. And they owned this house before we did, and they have like they must have some kind of genetic memory of stuff like bears. Bears will automatically remember where they got their pear trees 3 years ago, and if they need it, they'll come and get it. Right? All right, folks. Oi. Take care. God bless. Remember for the next month. It's going to be catch as catch can for videos. It's not going to be regular every day, but there are going to be a lot of extra live streams because it's my time to rest before the holiday season is upon us, right? This tree after tomorrow is going to have the spiders and the spider web and the ghosts taken off, and it's going to stay up until December 1st, and then December 1st, we're going to decorate it, okay? I love you guys. Take care. God bless. And patrons, I will see you in 20 minutes. Mwah. I love you all. Have a great day. And remember, tomorrow's Halloween, and kids are going to be running out from between parked cars and all kinds of stuff. So please, please, please be extra vigilant with caution if you're in a moving vehicle tomorrow night. All right? Take care. God bless.